Governor John Hickenlooper outlined a series of topics in his State of the State address today, and he touched on infrastructure and school funding, and he's pushing Republicans to help in accomplishing it. Denver 7 political reporter Marshall Zelinger was there as the governor spoke. And Marshall, there is a fundamental difference between what the governor wants and what Republicans believe.
Yeah, the governor wants help generating new money, specifically for roads. And Republicans would argue we need to figure out how to pay for government with the money that's already in the state's budget. Fighting over money is nothing new, but knowing the fight is tied to future road projects is. Governor John Hickenlooper started his State of the State highlighting the good in Colorado.
We're one of the top states for economic growth, one of the best places for business and careers, for quality of life, for health, and for tourism.
That tourism and new residents are also impacting some of our problems, specifically our bad roads.
Nearly all of CDOT's budget is dedicated to maintaining our current system, and even those resources are stretched.
For new roads, the governor made it clear he will support a bond issue, meaning a loan for CDOT, only if we can come up with a way to generate new money. After his speech in his office, I asked him how.
I'm open to any new form of revenue. That if the Republicans will sit down and say, all right, we want this new revenue or that new revenue, and we're willing to go out and work with you on it, I'm all for it.
If you ask Republicans, the state's budget crunch can be solved with tighter spending with what we already have.
We're going to spend $26 billion. We're going to have the largest budget in our history. And when they're talking about these huge cuts, all they're really talking about is reducing the growth rate of government programs.
There were a few topics that had Democrats giving a standing ovation and Republicans sitting on their hands. Health coverage, a Tabor fix, and that confusing hospital provider fee topic. The one part both sides agreed on, the governor's last line. Thank you. Go Broncos. And
yes, I saw that. And we will, of course, be following our state lawmakers very closely this election season. We're debuting a new show called Politics Unplugged, and Marshall Zelinger and I will sit down with policymakers and discuss these very issues that are facing Colorado today. And you can watch it every Sunday at 4 o'clock right here on Denver 7.